Hey, how's it going, you guys? So, today is February 28th, Wednesday, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about the meditation I did. It was a unique one because it was a simple meditation, but then it started to steamroll into becoming more of a complex awareness. And it was just simply over breathing and the breath. So part of the exercise was just focusing on the inhalation and exhalation. Sometimes holding the breath on the after inhalation, and sometimes holding the breath after the exhalation. But then part of it was just the awareness of the breath, the uniqueness of the breath, and also why do we need to breathe. So I'll give you a couple of takeaways. Number one, unless I was manipulating my breath, it's 50-50. The ratio is equal, inhalation, exhalation. If I'm not manipulating it, if I'm not consciously aware, trying to control it, to hold my breath, or to make a long inhalation, or to really decrease or increase the duration of the exhalation, or the pause there, the breath is 50-50. It is a perfect ratio. You do not go throughout the day where you inhale 60% and exhale 40%, or exhale 70% and inhale only 30%. It doesn't work that way. The human body truly breathes in and breathes out 50-50, unless you can manipulate it. Number two, the illusion of control. And this is something that I believe a lot of individuals, including myself, struggle with, right? Because we want to feel like we have a lot of choice. We feel like we can make decisions. We feel like we can control many things, many outcomes. But the reality is that, do we truly have control over anything? And how much should we be worrying about things that are outside control? I'll give you an example. During my practice, I might have to breathe in for 4 count, I might have to hold for a 4 count, I might have to exhale for a 4 count, and then I hold for a 4 count. So I have to do this breath work for 16 moments or seconds, every single breath for, let's say, 20 breaths. If I have to do that consciously and actually command my body to do this, what other tasks can I do? How am I concentrating on anything else? How can I go about my clients and opening my business and doing other things like maybe cooking food, or maybe I have a complex task of doing my taxes? It's impossible. So the realization is that unless I'm manipulating my breath and consciously doing the action, my breath is subconscious, reactionary, outside my control. The human body and the human mind work together to create this flow, this relationship of 50-50% inhalation, exhalation. I don't have to worry about it. It's amazing. But it also shows me that such an important factor and aspect of living is outside my control. How many months can you go without food? Or let me rephrase that. How many weeks can you go without food? You could go up to a month, right? 30 days, maybe 40, depending on how much body fat you have and how much reserve. But most scientists would tell you that about 20, 30 to 40 days, the human body, zero food, most likely you'll pass away. Okay, how can we die faster? All right, water. How many days can we go without water? Well, scientists and survivalists have explained that you got about 3 days, maybe 4, but about that 4th, 5th day, if you have zero water, you're going to pass away. Okay, how can we pass away faster? How can we decease ourselves? Okay, how long can the human body and the human mind go without oxygen? How many minutes? We're not even talking about hours or days anymore. How many minutes? Okay, do you get what I'm getting at? So one of the most important things that keeps us alive minute by minute is outside our control. Okay? So that's just the meditation for today. And all these things arise. And all I was doing was controlling my breath work, to work on inhalation and exhalation, single concentration on this, not worrying about the past and regrets and remorse, and not thinking about the future and all the things I have to do and get ready for and things that and the other. And it's interesting that work allowed this mind that I coexist with to calm to a single point, not to have so many things wear it down. Because you have sloth and you have torpor. Torpor is basically the heaviness, the burdens, the weight that wears down the mind. And in our society today, I would argue with anyone that are we truly suffering from more sloth or torpor? Because maybe 1,000 years ago, we were building our shelters, we had to generate heat, we had to find and fetch and filter water, we had to do a lot of things to survive. In this day and age, did you have to build your home? Are you having to find water, clean it, carry it, transport it, or is water pretty relatively at your fingertips? All right, heat. Are you having to generate fire on your own and generate heat, or do you have a unit, air conditioning or heating unit, that takes care of that? So already 3 major aspects of survival not even a consideration this day and age, even for our unfortunate poor population. So if you really think about it, if we have all these physical burdens that are not necessarily burdens anymore due to innovation and technology because of great minds, then what is causing us to wear down so quickly? And what is causing our decline? Right? So just my thoughts, a lot of stuff coming out. This is all that's happening while I'm meditating, because sometimes what happens is that you meditate on one aspect or one topic, and then what happens is that then you get a better awareness and understanding, and almost opens you to better understanding of things, but then you connect it with something else. But hopefully you guys got something out of it. I'm not saying that these are solutions, these are just unique perspectives that I'm coming to as I continue this whole process of exercising the mind that I have, as long as exercising the body that I'm living with, right? Because the body's the vehicle, the mind is the computer or the navigation system, and my consciousness or my essence or my spirit, whatever this energy that is me, is residing in. All right, well, anyways, my client just stepped in, so just got in the view like that, and hopefully you guys are also doing what you can so that you too can better the mind, better the body, calm yourself when it comes to anxiety and stress, and that way you feel a little bit less sloth, a little bit less torpor when it comes to the heaviness and the weight that's bearing down on your body and your mind. Okay, guys, take care.